can't tell me how to act, man, that is not up for discussion. I got Kev behind the mic, I got Cool Day on production. So don't even part your lips to talk, you cannot tell me nothing, nah. Big man, think you stuntin', huh? Lil Whip, new kicks, think you something, huh? Nope, in a way I'm digging your grave. Bet your life before the song ends, you jumping, yeah.
No bagawaya, no bagawaya, hey, no bagawaya, no bagawaya. Pass my sum, pass my mia, pass my tree, pass my fit, pass my sick, pass my da, pass my yaze, pass my dad. Listen, no bagawaya, no baga, listen, no bagawaya, no baga, pass my, no bagawaya, no baga. Hey, young go, pass my thing, get no baga. Rap the white tell the Elvin and Jensen not I do my so. Hey, hey, pass my jet, pass my fat, pass my jet, pass my fat. I said no bagawaya, no bagawaya, hey, no bagawaya, no bagawaya. Pass my jet, pass my fat, pass my yaze, pass my pop. Pass my bra, pass my jet, pass my seat, pass my car. Listen, no bagawaya, no bagawaya, hey, no bagawaya, no bagawaya. Pass my sum, pass my mia, pass my tree, pass my fit, pass my sick, pass my da, pass my yaze, pass my jet. Listen, no bagawaya, no baga. Listen, no bagawaya, no baga. Pass my, no bagawaya, no baga. Hey, young come, pass my tea. Massa, you need to be rough. We are not going to allow that because you are called an honorable, so we can't speak in your face. Who made you that honorable?
This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
All that we are seeing in the report or in the judgment are the facts.
Let's stop that.
Ghana, this year we want America. When saying Kai we no one shallons. When you did that December 7th, you're 12 hours here, Ghana. Nasia Batuya. You're Mosi, why you are seeing us here in Shahaya. What to so ja, Basabasaya, our Batu Ghana, many ANT. Concern Ghanaians over diaspora. What's say? One Shabo man Ghana and say, concern for say, 21st November, a press conference. With this Capitol Hill 4:15, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Press conference here. All my election observer, international community, we are so familiar with that. Ghana, oh, yes, when I go back Makaya, the Basabasaya, what may see Ghana, the Mamu Wabani to the only easy, Ghana now warrior. Sayama in anyone, Basabasaya, what was the job, what tree and Ukraine, the Bissau, there was no fear of you. What's a friend? Back a press conference in what was sent for a kind of day. Fiaba to you free and fair, free electoral commission hall, press conference in Baba Monday, 21st November, PM, 4 Court of Capital Hill, DC, to Messi Nani, Washington, Calvin, and Portillo, Loud Silence Media, the public assault Messias Solomon Owusu, a research lecturer, Denver, Colorado, this get a while for 68 Virginia, original sound in nature, Bandai, your Royal Ghana, Samoa, Ghana flagger, Frana Bra, Yato South International Media, CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox, BBC, Nokaka, cover, Channel Sudan, COVID-19, Easy Police, when you go for 50, it's your first confess, to my baby, for YouTube, no question will allow Silence Media, in live, Ghana, I am in Odia, I am Jesse Watty. Ghana, this year, America. Saying Kai, no one shallons when you got the war. December 7th, you're 12 hours here, Ghana. Nasia Batuya, Mary Mosi, why you are seeing us here in Shahaya. What to be so jar, Basabasaya, our Batu Ghana, many agency, concern Ghanaians over diaspora. What's say? One Shabo man Ghana and say, concern for say, women day, 21st November, a press conference, what this Capital Hill 4 quarter, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, press conference. All my election observer, international community, we are so familiar with that. Ghana, oh, yes, some way when I go back here, the Basabasaya, what may see Ghana, the Mamu Wabani to the only easy, Ghana now warrior. Sayama in anyone, Basabasaya, what was the job, what tree and Ukraine, the Bissau, there was no fear of you. What's a friend? Back a press conference in what was sent for a kind of day. Fiaba to you free and fair, free electoral commission hall, press conference in Baba Monday, 21st November, PM, 4 Court of Capital Hill, DC, to Messi Nani, Washington, Calvin, and Portillo, Loud Silence Media, the public assault Messias Solomon Owusu, a research lecturer, Denver, Colorado, this get a while for 68 Virginia, original sound in nature, Bandai, your Royal Ghana, Samoa, Ghana flagger, Frana Bra, Yato South International Media, CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox, BBC, Nokaka, cover, Channel Sudan, COVID-19, Easy Police, when you go for 50, it's your first confess, to my baby, for YouTube, no question will allow Silence Media, in live, Ghana, I am in Odia, I am Jesse Watty.
All right, good morning and welcome to the War Room Morning Show on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. This is the most authoritative morning show on TV. Yes, on TV. So if you're watching me right now, I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C., and we also streaming live from our studios in Ghana. Accra, to be specific. My co-host is Elekem Kotoko. He's actually going to be with me throughout the show. As you know, he's basically the person I have lots and lots of discussions with on the show. Elekem, it's a morning.
It's a good morning. I
yes.
mean, not the best of morning for a government that has Martin saying a lot and feeling compelled to respond in a certain knee-jerk manner. But
I know. The girls want to hear your voice very, very, very well. So they are telling me right now that tell Elkem to come closer to the mic. Or he should tilt the mic a little bit. That's what the girls are saying, not me. So yeah, and then I would like to say thank you to your technical guys to the other studio. They are doing a marvelous job. I know every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there's one particular guy there who doesn't really want to see my call.
because anytime I call him, I'm like, tilt the mic this way, tilt the camera this way. He's a big man. I don't want to mention his name. But if you're watching me right now, thank you very much for being part of today's show. Today we have a special guest who will be coming to join us as the show enrolls. His name is Listo Nanakusi Poku. Everybody knows Listo. What I like about Listo is his hat. I don't know if it's a hat or it is I don't know. I'll ask him today. He's actually the executive director of Good Governance Advocacy. Lister is an outspoken journalist. He spares no words. We will be having him today. We'll be discussing issues. Today we'll be talking about Martin Amidu's resignation and other matters arising. We will also be looking at the papers. Elekem is here with me. As usual, we'll be discussing the papers briefly, quickly, before we bring in our guest, the second half of the show. So it's a packed show. If you're here this morning, I would like to say thank you very much for being part of today's show. It's the most authoritative show. It's called The War Room. Here, we deal with the issues the way they are. We are not going to say Sebi and a pacho and a nyamishi and a D. We don't have time for that. We are Mamma Shemia, good morning, Mammy. We are Papa Shemia, good morning, Papa. We are in the United States of America. America, near one. BBI is possible. Glass of Gua. I would like to say Tribbles, how are you doing? Trinity Jones, right? His name is Trinity Jones. I like that guy. America, near one. Yeah, no tea, no glass. I'll community, or they will give you tea for that.
You're media how?
I get bro. So it's so interesting to be on this show. Let me say hello to a few people watching us right now from Ghana. Eric Amwa is also watching us right now on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Doreen Hugo is also here. Thank you very much, Doreen. Munkaila Salifu is also watching me right now. Rahina Stars is here watching us right now on Loud Silence TV. Farouk is watching us. On YouTube, we have Isaac Ishen watching us right now. Pearl Carter is live. Please give tea for me. All right, we will give up tea for you. Bella Musa Asamoah is also watching Loud Silence TV. Kingston is here. Ibrahim is here. Lots and lots of people. Like since we started this morning show, I've been seeing a lot of women here. Na J1 is here. Mina Spicy is here. John Opoku de your dog boys.
Diversionary tactics.
David. I say, since we started this morning show, first when come started will be my girls number and the girls have about. I like about.
And then I watch Bluey. I'm say, it's saying look left, you should look right.
Look left. Me see. One day went to Ghana na playing about Paku Kutuka. There, ya pack kuraba ni ahomedi buti so obi anje ba ko don free Ghana ya ton Ghana where they want to know ya ton Ghana want to know. So that's the issue. I have Latif Zuberu watching me right now. Nuvo Gideon is also watching me right now. Ni Aya is watching myself and Elikem Kotoko. I'm so excited that Loud Silence TV we can stream directly from our studios in Ghana. Perfect. I keep telling people, it's for God and country, and we are perfectionists. We just don't come put anything on TV for you to watch. In fact, with all due respect, just looking at the pictures, they see Jack in Kofu, you know. And as time goes on, before elections, we'll try and get a sign language person to come and also be on the canal to be talking to our brothers and sisters who don't have the opportunity to hear us every day. So it's a high voltage show. In fact, I keep telling you, the government people have is a low voltage government, but this is a high voltage show. So Chidi Chara is also live on YouTube. Let me spend 2 minutes on this, and then we can quickly take care of the papers. David is here. Aliu Paul is here. Mosuja and Jean is also watching me. Paul Moore for Kevin. Thank you very much, Paul Moore. Chidi Chara is live on YouTube. I would like to say thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. This is where we speak truth to power. Today, yesterday, my producers went into our archives to go bring that video of me telling Ghanaians that Martin Amidu wasn't taking salary, and he wasn't taking anything because he knew what was happening and that he was going to resign. I remember it was in June 2019. And when I did that episode, a lot of former Fonana people insulted me. Kevin Taylor is a liar and all that. And I can tell you, see, there are a lot of people come here to insult me. Yeah, because I'm a whole story. I met my first girlfriend, Bibia Casa Open. We give my story, I'm our pictures. What be teaching the bra? Oversee a baby. Where you broke your virginity, we will tell you here. All right. So thank you, family. Elikem. Let's try and take care of the papers. Breaking news.
Lady be house. What's your feel rough? Your friend
Was yeah.
now.
Yeah, that is yeah. I've done it yes. It's yeah like my daddy showed it yes. It's yeah. Anti-Connie.
Yeah.
My God. I like my daddy showed it yes. Show. And the anti-Connie chiao. And they have a one sign here. That's like.
I said, Papa, we now see. Yeah, Bob Ball. I won't say now. I'm on that reserve bench. No.
Oh, man.
Now was shooting in now. I say, hey, Master, out. I wouldn't want first 11.
Oh, there are a lot of. Okay, you remember when I started, with all due respect, people started some shows where they wanted to counter. Remember, you maybe obi obi jina put in the HS or jina confusion. I'm see.
I'm the teleprompter between them now.
Easy. It is not so easy to. And sometimes I say kurabano. Yeah, you do better kurabem near the post to the oko baby. Let's see. When you sit on the sidelines.
Be program now, be program. Dear Oba be ya debia na Kevin Taylor.
But no bomb dia na me desibia no bomb Kevin Taylor. I obo na de.
Na dey say obo Kevin Taylor. Obi abeti o internet no mo bisa say if na ye ti Kevin Taylor. Na ka obi akone ho ana.
Obom di man here the price or act size movie. Where there's size movie Kevin Taylor. That Kevin Taylor boy we say get Obom di man here there. All right, Elkev, let's take care of the papers and then we can bring in our guest. Remember our guest for today, his name is Listowel Nana Kwesi-Poku. Listowel Nana Kwesi-Poku is the Executive Director, Good Governance Advocacy. And he has been very vocal, especially with this government. He's actually an MPP person like myself. And with all due respect, he doesn't want to be considered as one of the 99 fools. So he has decided to speak to power.
This is not being fair.
MPP we in the yempe, but MPP papa I honorable say
he has some nyaho
so nyaho channel and a show and you trying to have own say a Muslim for channel and you say trying to have or maybe to list I'll be asking about the channel. All right, so let's take care of the papers. Our first paper for the day is this. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. The Daily Graphic once again has ignored the most important topic of the day or of the week. As you can see, Daily Graphic has decided to speak about crashes, casualties, adhere to road safety measures. Mwama said the Daily Graphic, like when we see on Monday we were talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Whereby I said, "Yeka say Daily Graphic, boss. Teteno me popi say we go to Daily Graphic lebana." Bana ubiema obedwa because we ingredients in the film or so paper any so ubiema na kind buy also the paper the basa. Now today is getting so weird. Say we have an issue to say the auditor the special prosecutor, we have scandals, we have serious stuff which are national issues. In fact, I'm not saying say road safety issues, they are not national issues, but we are talking about priorities here, and especially going into election 2020. Now a whole newspaper like Daily Graphic giving priority to road safety issues. With all due respect, what is happening to Daily Graphic?
Charlie, it's very surprising. You know, you see, what is happening is that Ghana has earned for itself a very unenviable and embarrassing record when it comes to corruption. Just say anytime I bet Ghana dealing with international piano, let's just say Akufo-Addo nina buying in a bush and phono or my baby. They feel they are the regime, they are controlling, so they can dictate their because. Who should Daily Graphic front page? Omar control baby kit where president accepts. Yeah. President accepts Amidu's resignation.
How?
Was Amidu a punchy or Amidu? Why you doso? We group Sisia Obia ni ho betunya kojina bontia ka say Nanado is incorruptible. This government, he has never been corrupt.
That was always the catch and punching.
Master stand send me the Sisia de oh and no na ya mikano wudi usaka Nanado nebusiafo ya wa appointee omo to government pe ubeko.
Simple.
Ubeko, but look at Ejako. Ejako could go so easily, but share PDS. How much to me shift here? The Akoshi chef Philippa Yensuna phone hot baby sir and a Keligajek Bomuaye PDS no. Sisia share Kroll and Associates. Oh, yes, who do you call senior minister? No, Charlie Kevin, you say, hey, full stop, Damelovo, proceed on leave.
But
Hey,
it's weird.
this
But
year,
I want us
this year, Edru Kenofreataho, who is the master schemer, all white wearing minister. They are not white. Now I ban in same now bumper chenyami eradi Christo ibuami nami saying we are kakranka hu ansana yeko. And so you dare not touch the president's family.
But it's weird.
You'll be out.
You'll be out because see where they put the Martinamidu story, just tiny, very tiny on the Daily Graphic.
No, the reason is because you see Martinamidu has exposed the president
Very much.
bigly, because we Martinamidu let our try ni say President Akufo-Addo is the most corrupt human being you can think of in Ghana at the moment.
Yeah.
Until that's the conclusion. Until one can say, I should be Safa who sign control CSA president accepts Aminu's resignation. It to bring people's attention again. Say, hey, let's go back.
But I was expecting the Daily Graphic to be a national newspaper, where irrespective.
It is now a regime newspaper.
It's lost that touch, and nobody can trust the Daily Graphic again. It's looking like they are being told what to write, and it's so disgusting. From Monday to Wednesday, they have decided not to touch on very, very important issues. Ghana for person who don't read it. If you waste your money on Daily Graphic, then I'm sorry. If you're Ghanaian today, adhere to road safety measures. It's very, very important too, because as we know, Ghana Sibiani Paupa near road accidents. We've not actually looked at it, but road accidents, and in the money per whoop. But what hurts and say, yes, sorry, phobi, road safety ambassador, near time pick up a mano, near time forerunner mano, not to UK, not to London, near to Chesca or road safety ambassador. Ghana and Kwana Metis Ansem Hunibi, Obiti a US. Bonnie Galam say near Fred so on picture pictures near Tom Scaman so your road safety ambassador. What do they do?
Now, Kevin, don't be surprised. Wouldn't say your president Sankasasu. Oh yeah, he serves as a co-chair to the UN SDGs, Now, someone who is serving as co-chair to that SDGs, he is destroying his own country.
Yeah.
Galam say, I'll put my presidency on the line. He has put his presidency on the line. We can't even find the presidency anymore. If he had dignity and any moral fiber in him, Nanado should have been telling Ghanaians that because I failed to deliver on my promise, I will not contest this election. Now, so on why SDG co-chair crap, he can't live up to that. So he's a disappointment himself. Appointments as ambassadors in the MC Australia now say MC Matthew Dimpe also bra your ambassador to wait.
This is terrible. All right. So the next paper we have to look at is this. The Herald. My own friend, Larry Dugbe. He wouldn't spare words, and I know he is a direct punching journalist. He's straightforward, and I've worked with him for a very long time. He's one of those people I keep saying on my show I admire very much, especially with the PDS scandal. No, he was one of the journalists I actually worked with, and we were able to save Ghana millions. So when it comes to Larry Dugbe, Herald newspaper, to me, if you're a Ghanaian, these are the kind of papers you need to be reading, because majority of the exposés in Ghana are among for the one who it comes from Herald, Larry's outfit. And today his paper says Akufo-Addo paints Martin Amidu as problematic. This is what we need. These are the kind of captions we need for Ghanaians and the world to know. You don't try to cover up and write it tiny. No, we are talking about a special prosecutor of Ghana and telling Ghanaians to say the president is the criminal. That's why he's leaving office. Now, when you go down there, you see massive rot detected at Cocoa Board. And this is this is the scandal I did 2 days ago at Cocoa Board. I saw their response, very childish, very, very weak. Fifi Boafo actually exposed Cocoa Board more.
When I read their response, then I knew that Fifi Boafo has been paid to work. So
it's ridiculous, right?
And very ridiculous. Insecticides have become spaceships they are building, or rocket science that are air sourcing. Nanado Kase. In any case, are you even aware? I just read news between 2017 to now, Abanwe tax waivers they have given alone is almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion, 901 or 903 million dollars. What is happening to Ghana? And this will be called competence. And then and now we are NDC. And look, this is not NDC. This is not MPP. This is Ghana. This is Ghana money.
And then when you look down there, you see any demands more answers on Kevin Ochere's Springfield oil blocks. You see, for some time, I don't know much about this story, but Kevin Ochere has been in the news for some time now, and I'm one person who have tried to. I'm monitoring from afar a lot. I'm watching a few things. I mean, what's in the pipeline? It's a political statement in Ghana. It is in the pipeline. It is cooking. One day the PVC pipe will explode. Wherever Osafo go, corruption go. It will say it is in the pipeline. So I'll talk more on this issue. Any demands more answers on Kevin Ochere's Springfield oil blocks, because said I did a story on Acre Energy where Gabi Asori I produced documents to that story, and everybody knows what Gabi was trying to do there. In fact, Acre Energy, after I released those statements, that scandal, Acre Fono, they stepped away from the deal. That is what got Gabi so angry. I'll call court in Sembebre, but he knows that I have stopped him from stealing from Ghana again. So this particular story, I'm not going to talk on it today because I have something coming up very, very soon. I
understand.
But I want to clarify something with a massive rot detected at COCOBOD. What COCOBOD is trying to do, almost say case. Now they have concluded, and that's what my confirm say, the scandal about COCOBOD boss conniving with Joseph Seth Edu and others at the PPA office, former PPA boss ABAJ, and the PPA board members. In fact, it's the PPA board members. The Attorney General Odame is sitting on that board, and their statement shows they know they have committed a crime. Now, say can be a cry. If you hear statement now, they spent 80% of the time talking about how the CEO of COCOBOD is not related to Seth Edu.
Yes,
it is not my
Seth
problem.
Edu.
Seth Edu is a business partner to Bedi. They are into this estate business. Bedi to call France now. It was that guy with him and some other woman. So I don't even want to go there. What we are looking at is the money that we want. It is our money.
That guy, huh?
Is that guy? Yeah. So the simplest question I'll be asking them is, they now more approve PPA approve deal $7.6 million for COCOBOD to go buy insecticide, 75,000 liters of insecticide. 1 liter beer is going to be sold for $103. That same day in Mauritius, na ye company Aegis, and that company to belongs to the same person who owns AgriPlus. Seth Edu, Joseph Seth Edu, he's a sole signatory. You can say sole signatory. I want to say or non kwani ni pa or sign check it was our company on a champion. So $1 betosa account ma eye nidia. So one person, he has AgriPlus, and AgriPlus hands over the deal to Aegis, which belongs to him. So you have to understand, and remember, 1 liter was supposed to be $103. COCOBOD did ma AgriPlus, it dropped to $80 or so. 88. Then when it went to Aegis, it started dropping further to $55. So you have to know, anytime be move to another company, some money goes out there and Sana. But COCOBOD had the chance to buy it directly from the supplier, which is Dow, but they didn't do it. Yet the question was, where's the 3.7 million, and why didn't they do due diligence? Did they intentionally decide to do that? Because you could see there's nepotism, there's breach, and all that. Elikem.
Amokasa, akwai said dia ebia Kenya na omu kwa to country no na Kenya there's only one Kenya, and I said there's only one Togo. That is why there's a need for sole sourcing. And when Kevin yani say, as they do this and you expose them, you catch them pants down, they try to find a way to think they are smart and this is not it, that is it. And you ask yourself, are these the same people who also you sat in classrooms with? Are these the same people who said they are very competent? Are these the same people who said they are very incorruptible? Will you treat your private business this way?
That's a good question.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's a very good question.
On daily basis, this government that I now call a regime is hell bent on looting and dissipating the public purse. It said he's a self-made man, incorruptible. Meanwhile, right in front of his house at Nima Krapo, now he couldn't keep that place tidy. Keep it clean. Until he became president, before he had to sack people and make a nice garden there. So you are looting the public purse on daily basis. Just say, oman penya kasa so ye de any obian ye.
Yeah.
Look of fuel, premix fuel, omu ye or ha, obia ye everywhere. What is this? Meanwhile, the cocoa farmers are even are struggling. Almost since a buying way back power, no, they have increased the price by only once so far. Only once.
Yeah.
And also, I was saying, we are caring government, we are listening government, we are this incorruptible. Sikabi baby a wuye. Sisi amini ukase. Almost anko just gave you a Korea for no whole $400 million. $100 million, no, almost $60 million a year for COVID-19 emergency response. Oh God!
Yeah.
What kind of thievery is this?
Yeah, so recently we had Hackman to say that Cocobot has nothing. There's no money into Namutumi fertilizers for free. This is what they do. You see, they steal from us, and then when we turn around to ask questions, they see us as enemies. But we will keep on asking the questions. All right, let's do the next paper, which is Crusading Guide. Crusading Guide, yeah, why dia Kukubaku. Let's see, and you're in the paper the crowd, paper the crowd, and Tombi. Or no, when was the last time Kwekuba or Crusading Guide 10 papers? And Tombi or no sorry or TV Sunni propaganda na Oyema Ekufuado. But on the front page of Crusading Guide, what are they saying? NPP disappointed in Amidu over resignation, says no government official interfered in special prosecutor's work. And then basically the Daily Guide is doing a PR job for the government. The government is supposed to you can see here too, Cocobot debunks allegation of corruption. Cocobot is doing well, power. They are paying everywhere to clear their names, but they are lying. And then down there, Alpha Gold
Fires up.
UPNP, just a waste of time. But the main thing they talked about is NPP disappointed in Amidu. I don't know why NPP should be disappointed in Amidu. NPP should be disappointed,
but they should be disappointed
in themselves. They should be disappointed in themselves and the president, because it was the president who made Amidu step away. Ninyana said president no on the corrupt, on the creme de la creme, denchem in corruption. And if they have anybody to be disappointed in, they should be disappointed in the president himself.
You see, Kevin, I always keep saying, in the first place, Amidu, let it be put on record, is a failure. He is a total failure. Now, let me say this. He's a total failure because from time I appointed Amidu with all what he wrote about some of his challenges, what was he doing? With his lamentations, what was he doing? Now, say, why are there because of Ijapa and all of this? You know, he has done well with that one. But you see, I will not praise Martin Amidu for doing a tenth of the job that he's expected to do. Oh, so more was expected from him. More was expected of him. You know, the MPP is disappointed in him. That is because they now they are expecting him to play ball. Say, yeah, send this car away. This money is there. Do this and do that. And especially in his write up. Well, you know, I think I am happy Martin Amidu released.
We're actually going to go into that.
Yeah,
actually going to go into that. Yeah, we'll take our time to break that down. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm happy he did that. But MPP saying they are disappointed. I don't even know if it is the man on the screens is the one saying.
I keep telling people Boabian Samoa is part of and with all due respect, 99 Fools, because he is the person who led some crusade. Say, I did some scandal, and then or say MPP for year Charlotte Takoma, New York Times about Kevin Taylor's wife.
Hey, I was saying.
I don't know. I think you see, and I keep saying, say multimedia. Joy and almost so so and Anamibusa Joy for say almost letter and you know the funny thing, the letter did not even go. They didn't. Who are they writing the letter to? Almost say New York Times no tankers for office now. No, I got to Mr. Nkrumah and Rebe Samami inti me patch the 10 Ghana and they save me. It doesn't work like that. Inti that from that day, who said this communication team of the MPP 99 Fools. I can't 100, and I'll never stop using such words because as a whole political party coming together say, yeah, sure, let I command New York Times because one gentleman called Kevin Taylor, I own Loud Silence Media. It is a registered company in the United States of America. I pay my taxes. My wife is not part of my company. Into all letter command the companies that is where I realize that is a Zumi and that they are not smart to defend this government or say anything to defend or propagate the good work of this government. And at the end of the day, the government doesn't have any good works to even tell us about. So that's it. Let's take care of the Chronicles. The Chronicle says, yes, you can go home. Hey, Ekufuado tells Amidu, hey, Chronicle, they are no idea. Yes, you can go home. And when you look on the right, it said, documents nil special prosecutor over lack of office claim. Okay. So that's what Chronicle is saying. Yes, you can go home. Chronicles, yes, you can go.
They should have continued to say, yes, you can go home once you are not ready to play ball.
Yeah, yes, you can go home there. I had to say campaign message. For more fun, yes, you can go home. For more fun, yes, you can go home.
Martin Edikan, Nana will follow him. He will follow him. I mean, this is just so bad as it is. I mean, the newspapers cannot shy away from this fact. And until I very disappointing said Daily Graphic space
it is shocking, right? Daily Graphic responded to just a tiny
international media, CNN, BBC, phone graph.
Oh no, everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows. You cannot cover it. No.
Our bank our bank account in Belgium, we've been called. The embassy has been called to come and close those bank accounts. The Ghana has been blacklisted by the EU. PDS in Sembe, Shenim Gwase Kai. Nanado ni namkrana we siniti say on shed and to mean resinity.
Now remember someone said PDS by now. Has he ever made an official statement on it? Oko Angola and committee MPP supporters and Oko Kabibu slightly went till date. Ekufuado has not made an official statement on PDS because you know PDS.
15 billion cedis on the bottom.
On the boss no. Yes. I keep telling Ghanaians Ekufuado can't be trusted. You know, he can't.
He cannot be trusted.
No, one bit. All right. The Daily Post also has something on it, and Daily Post says Ekufuado handed me copy of Oforiate's comment to infuse into a Japan report, but I refused. Amidu. And this is where, when you read Amidu's articles or whatever report or resignation letter, you realize he wasn't insinuating. Amidu was emphatic.
No. Very.
Those people who are trying to come out to say it's a one-sided story. No, Amidu didn't make it sound to say, and he was emphatic in his statement. And the bad thing the government did, replying to Amidu, or to Amidu's letter, they actually confirmed what Amidu said.
Yes.
And that is the shocking part.
And you see, the shallow end of all their argument is that and it was not fair, natural justice, But when Amidu was even doing the report, he was consulting. He was having correspondence with you people all. Yeah. He was engaging you all. And that is why you see, that is why he said what he said. They wanted him to infuse that into the report. Now it is even evident. Didn't we see the supposed confidential memo from the finance minister to his uncle, the president? That was supposed to be confidential. Now, so presidency because the president doesn't want to bear the embarrassment.
Yeah, every day.
Let's put it out so that it will be to his cousin.
Every time he creates a window and then he hides behind it.
Yes,
and he pushes blame on people. But it is him. You see, what I want Ghanaians to understand, you can't trust Ekufuado. Every single scandal that has happened in this government or under Ekufuado's regime, it is even
it's
going to be
because the leader himself is corrupt.
Yes. And people think these kind of words, you can only use it against John Mahama, but you cannot use it against Ekufuado. But you have to understand, Ekufuado is not Jesus. Ekufuado, when he does something wrong, we have to be bold enough to say it. You can say Mahama is corrupt for not having any basis. I keep saying on my show, Mahama is not Jesus Christ. He had his own flaws. But nobody in your right senses should compare Nana to Mahama in any way when it comes to their political career.
No. The two are far apart. You see, I keep saying one thing. President Mahama was just a victim of a cabal who decided that they have to help a certain corrupt leader, however, to ascend into power. Let's help him so that once we help him and he gets there, we too get some. That is what is happening now. Yeah. So now the new definition of journalism in Ghana is the stomach.
Yeah.
Until largely, Bebrina, Charlie, Mama Yense Sono, so Mama Yen, and all that.
A
few of them have regretted. A few have regretted. Into Usha, man, no, my fire salvo bako. Hey, Nana Pani.
I do kind of direct. Hey,
Nana China. Nana has turned to China. Masa. Mwana mama. You see, we are in this abyss. Yafani. They should speak the truth the way.
All right. Okay. So Daily Guide also has this for us. The Daily Guide says Nana thanks Amidu. Hey, people are trying to play it nicely. Nana thanks. You know the reason Daily Guide is doing this? They are scared what Amidu will do. His reaction. Yes.
Exactly.
They are trying to play it subtle so that Amidu, because you know Amidu, he is unhinged. Amidu will write. And the biggest mistake Ekufuado's government, I say, writing this thesis, this 500-page thesis to respond to Amidu. You don't do that. The moment you accept the resignation, just tell him you thank him for his job. That's it. Don't act, because it's a credibility issue we are talking about here. His word and your word.
But you see, it's very difficult too, because Charlie, Amidu, that
it's difficult. You can't let it just go.
Charlie,
like
it's
that.
difficult.
Yeah.
So they feel, you see, as humans, they have no choice than to also find a response. Now, said, when he even wrote, we also responded. But as they have responded, I know in the next 48 to 72 hours,
Amidu will come
I'm
out.
waiting for further explosive revelations from Martin Amidu.
Yeah. Top also says a man killed over pork.
Charlie.
Jack, pork joint to be war. First light. Kanishi first light. Bubuashi.
Ogger Road.
Left
Ogger
one.
Road.
Me tie ko share got him hopa. Jack. Yes, girls are super rough. I said like him do him make Kenya, but I saw him Jack. Oh,
na say Ogger Road there minimum. My call twice.
Me tie ko share got him pa. But if you join, come here plus him hopa. All right, okay. Let's do the next one here. Dispatch also has something to say. The Daily Dispatch says EC is very, very transparent. Reverend Professor Asante. And that's coming from Reverend, very, very very, very. I don't know who writes these captions for these newspapers. Like very, very transparent. Is it even a right English? Like very, very transparent. What's Washemukina into the very back account. I don't know. I'm not an English teacher. Ghana, you know, they were Tibrofo Pani Kufuado. Yes, so I'm breaking and begging the pass mark. Inti Memen Tibrofo. Ekufuado na Tibrofo power Ghana. The trophy this one Kenya. Yes, so I'm Rambeji. And the front page is Obeda Samoa on the Rawlings Africa era. Yes, people are trying to divert attention, but still, we're still focused. Ekufuado accept Amidu's resignation. All right. From Rawlings PNDC era to fourth. We know Rawlings, he has done his part on earth. I can see you wearing Rawlings' shirt, which is very nice. It's quite it's a beautiful shirt. The issue is, at this point, I will tell the NDC as a political party and say, if they want to bury Rawlings or send Rawlings off in one of the best ways, history. Our guest is in. Listen, for history to remember Rawlings. For history to remember Rawlings. Now, listen, remember also. Some who channel. Remember also since Elikem. Boss. I'll be with you 1 second. If NDC as a political party per se Ghana for and answer the world to know, so Rawlings was their leader, their founder, and they want the world to know, say they have actually, or they are sending him off in the grand style. It will be placed in our history books. They need to fight for power. They need to win this election and give Rawlings that befitting burial, befitting recognition across the globe. Without that, they cannot come out and brag about Rawlings in any day. We have seen it during the PNC era, Nkrumah era. We know people even in the Nkrumah era, they were with Nkrumah and they were sabotaging Nkrumah. And after Nkrumah's death, they tried. We are here. And then the Nkrumah holidays, they don't want Nkrumah to be recognized. His holidays and all that. To me, what I can tell the NDC is, if they want Rawlings to be added to our history, and Rawlings is part of our history, but to be seen, anytime you open any book, anytime you tell Ghana's story, you talk about the Fourth Republic, the only thing they can do to let Rawlings know, say, at least he fought for something, is for them to go out there, work hard, win this election, and give Rawlings a befitting burial, and tell the world, they said, this is the man who actually brought us democracy. It's very important.
And I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, the NDC is not relenting in its effort in any way at all to make sure they see that happen. You know, yesterday, for instance, we picked some intel that Nanado has issued a directive as commander-in-chief already that our military men, be deployed to Bono, Oti, and Volta region yesterday as of 4 p.m. they were dispatching men there and all that. But you see, I have one message I want to always tell these people, that no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter where you belong, there's one thing you must know, which is that there's only one Ghana, and you as men in uniform are supposed to be loyal to nothing but the 1992 Republican Constitution of this country. It is if someone is sending you on missions that are covert, that are not clearly cut, well briefed, I would just look. Let me say here again, I said last 2 days that there's no army bigger than the people. Until the air bano, you just better join them or give way. There's this wind of change, which is blowing, because there was an experimental wind of change in 2016. The whole world thought that let's take some of the old folks and these people who are talking big grammar, saying big, giving big promises. And today, what have we seen? I don't endorse of what happened in Mali in terms of the military takeover, but there's something imminent there which tells you that the old man there, the president, was not performing, and their situation was so bad that the military had to step in. If you go to the USA now, it is so embarrassing that the supposed cradle of democracy is now on wobbling feet, and Donald Trump is still waiting for when I cannot tell, to give his concession speech. And if you look at Nigeria, they decided to make them repeat a mistake, and they are suffering for it. Ghana will not repeat the mistake of 2016.
That's it. So you're still listening to The War Room on Loud Silence TV. We're streaming on 24 different platforms, 32 other platforms. Our main platform is With All Due Respect on Facebook. With All Due Respect on Facebook. We're also live on Facebook, Loud Silence TV, live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV 2 on YouTube. You can watch us live on Periscope, With All Due Respect on Periscope. Also live on Instagram, With All Due Respect on Instagram. And also we live on Twitter, With All Due Respect on Twitter. We're speaking to Elikem. He is actually a co-host on this show. He's not a guest, he's a co-host. Our guest is in. His name is Listowo Nanakusi Poku. He is the executive director, Good Governance Advocacy. We'll be having a conversation with him briefly after this short break. After this short break, our guest, you will see him and his nice attire and his nice hat. Guest Nana Poku will be with us after this short break.
Ghana, this year, America. Saying Kaiwe, no one shallons, when you did the war, December 7th, you're 12 hours here, Ghana, Nasia Batuya, Mary Mosi, why you are seeing us here in Shahaya, what to Zoja, Basabasaya, our Batu Ghana, many Inti, concern Ghanaians over diaspora, what's say, one Shabo man Ghana and say, concern for say, 21st November, a press conference, what this Capitol Hill 4:15, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, press conference. One my election observer, international community, we are so familiar with that. Ghana, oh yes, when I go back here, the Basabasaya what we see Ghana, the Mamu Wabani or to the only Yisi, Ghana now warrior. Say, I may name one, Basabasaya what was the job what we are growing. The Bissau with that, was your fear of you. What's her friend? Back up press conference in what was sent for a kind of day. Fear but we are free and fair. Free electoral commission hall. Press conference in Baba Monday, 21st November, p.m. 4 court of Capital Hill. Easy. To be seen in the Calvin and Portillo. Loud Silence Media. The public has told me, Yasmin Solomon was a research lecturer. Denver, Colorado. This get a while for 68 Virginia. Obejina sound in nature bandai. You're Royal Ghana, Semo. Ghana flagger. So Frana Bra. You have to suffer international media. CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox, BBC. No one cover. Channel Sudan. COVID-19. Easy police. When you go for 50. It's your first confess. Send to my baby. For YouTube. No question will Loud Silence Media. We're in live. Ghana. I am in Odia. I am Jesse Watson.
That is it there. We are back. Elikem is talking to our guest here, dear Jack. You know those things where in GTV when the camera comes on and they are not ready. Oh, and then you see David. This is relaxed. This TV there. We take everything cool. We know no bagawaya.
Oh yeah.
All right. So our guest is in the studio. His name is Mr. Jack. Mr. Listowo, me bold, you know. Sorry. Also, our guest is in the studio. His name is Listowo Nana Kusipoku. Listowo Nana Kusipoku is the Executive Director, Good Governance Advocacy. And I know my technical team will try and pick Listowo on the screen for us right now. And I can say hello to the gentleman. I really love this man because of the hat. Masa, me say good morning, Mr. Listowo. How are you, sir?
Yeah, Eja. Who are you for?
That's it. I really admire your hat. I really admire it.
Who add Nyaho to his name?
Listowo Nana Kusipoku Nyaho.
He's my mentor, and I admire him so well.
He's a great man.
Yeah, he's a very great man, very truthful, very loyal. He believes in the democracy that we are practicing in the country, and I believe he has taken it to another level. Yeah, he has opened our eyes into another level. He made us believe that the fact that you are an MPP doesn't mean when things.
Yes, sir. Can you come a bit closer to the mic? I think I'm getting.
So he has put our minds on the aspect of thinking beyond partisan politics. He makes us believe that the nation should be built not because we have a political party, and so. It's men that build a nation. It's not political parties that build a nation.
That's true.
Fundamentally, he has made me who I am. He's my coach. I admire him, and I say bravo to him.
Mr. Nyaho, if you are listening from your hospital, Listo Watro book nicely, and he summed it up very, 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 very nicely. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Listo, now, Bibiaboko.
We can and yes, you cream.
The good thing about this show is that I know we mix the language, so feel free and put whatever you want to put together in. We are trying to have a conversation with the people. Dialogue is very important. Hey, Mela, media I gba me tin say Mela copy like blame. Na what you know I yet say boga bi na efo bi na oba America na. Na summertime. That times in Bana Bobo bikinis name Manhattan near the Adiobo back. Small grand also Ghana and time Bobby Bikini 1990 town. It therefore shall left my right. Girls what town or crying Taria show me not insisting this is not her. Number if one day I say hey Miller couple like blame yet you crassy didn't do it. In fact, let's move on. Listen, things are happening in Ghana. Things are happening in Ghana, right?
A lot.
Let me place this on the screen. In fact, it's supposed to be the. I know you guys can't see it so well, but it's supposed to be a reply from the president. 2 days ago, and we were discussing Martin Amidu's fallout with the government as a special prosecutor. Yeah. 2 days ago, had a better say, and 2 days ago, Martin Amidu, the special prosecutor, came out to tell Ghanaians to say he's done. He's not going to work as a special prosecutor again. Through that, a lot of things has come up, from our buying side, from Martin Amidu's side. But majority of the people, especially Yenia, we are sitting on the side to look at the issues neutrally and criticize who is supposed to be criticized and also speak on the issues. We were looking at the person, what actually prompted Martin Amidu to step out as the special prosecutor, especially you're less than a month to elections. And, say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and this MPP government came into power on that, with a trump card. There are 3 trump cards on the buy, free SHS, Ghana Beyond 8, and the most important thing to fight against corruption. I'll catch a Ghana for say he's going to actually set up the office of the special prosecutor to take care of past and present government appointees and people who are being paid by the taxpayer. Until we're all happy. And if you ask me, I'll say, Ghanaians ankasa Etome Akufo-Addo because of corruption. Nobody should get it wrong. Say it was because of free SHS or Ghana Beyond 8. It was because of corruption. Because we know what happened before NPP was voted for. In fact, when I say what happened, I'm never going to say on my show and say the NDC is the most cleanest party on earth. Obviously, there were some corrupt acts or presidential appointees or government appointees who were involved in corruption. And we lived with them and we saw it. So we thought, Akufo-Addo was going to come in and clean the place, clean the carpet, make sure, things get to its normal way. It is becoming Claire said, Nana Dan Akufo-Addo after 3 to 4 years, he has actually made things worse. What is your view about the resignation of the special prosecutor and how Akufo-Addo has fought corruption as a government and as a person? Hello? Hello? All right. I think my guest is frozen. I think the link is frozen. Hello? All right. Can you guys hear me? All right. You're still listening to Loud Silence TV. This is the War Room morning show. I was trying to talk to my guest, Listowell. I think he's frozen. He's actually frozen. So we will see if we can get him back online to have a conversation with. If we pick the signal back, we're going to go straight and have a conversation with them. So as you hear, let me just take this short break, and then when we come back, I think we will be able to talk to Listowell and my co-host, Elikem Kotoko.
This year, America. When saying Kaiwe, no one shallens. When you did the December 7th, you're 12 hours here, Ghana. Nasia Batuya. You're Mosi, why you are seeing us here in Shahaya. What to Mizoja, Basabasaya, our Batugan, many Inti, concerned Ghanaians over diaspora. What's say? One Shaman Ghana and say, concerned for women there. 21st November, a press conference. What this Capitol Hill 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Press conference here. One my election observer. International community. We are so familiar with that. Ghana. Oh, yes, some day. When I go back here, the Basabasaya want to be Ghana. The Bamu Wabani or to the only Yesi. Ghana now warrior. Say, I may name one bra. Basabasaya want to see job what tree and grow. The Bissau with that. Who's your fear of you? What's her friend? Back up press conference in what? Send for a kind of day. I fear about to ya. When you're free and fair. Free electoral commission hall. Press conference in Baba Remember Day. 21st November, p.m. Forecourt of Capitol Hill. DC. You may say, Nanny Poasha, Calvin, and Portillo. Loud Silence Media. You probably saw Yasmin Solomon Owusu. Or your research lecturer. Denver, Colorado. Let's get a while for 68 Virginia. Original sound in nature, Bandai. You're Royal Ghana, Samo. It's Ghana flagger. So, Shrana Bra. You have to suffer international media. CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox, BBC. No, I can't cover. Channel Sudan. COVID-19. This is police. When you go for 50. It's your first confess. To my baby. For YouTube. No question will Loud Silence Media. We're in live. Ghana. I am in Odia. I am Jesse Watson. Ghana, this year, America. When saying Kaiwe, no one shallens. When you did the December 7th, you're 12 hours here, Ghana. Nasia Batuya. You're Mosi, why you are seeing us here in Shahaya. What to Mizoja, Basabasaya, our Batugan, many Inti, concerned Ghanaians over diaspora. What's say? One Shaman Ghana and say, concerned for women there. 21st November, a press conference. What this Capitol Hill 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Press conference here. One my election observer. International community. We are so familiar with that. Ghana. Oh, yes, some day. When I go back here, the Basabasaya want to be Ghana. The Bamu Wabani or to the only Yesi. Ghana now warrior. Say, I may name one bra. Basabasaya want to see job what tree and grow. The Bissau with that. Who's your fear of you? What's her friend? Back up press conference in what? Send for a kind of day. I fear about to ya. When you're free and fair. Free electoral commission hall. Press conference in Baba Remember Day. 21st November, p.m. Forecourt of Capitol Hill. DC. You may say, Nanny Poasha, Calvin, and Portillo. Loud Silence Media. You probably saw Yasmin Solomon Owusu. Or your research lecturer. Denver, Colorado. Let's get a while for 68 Virginia. Original sound in nature, Bandai. You're Royal Ghana, Samo. It's Ghana flagger. So, Shrana Bra. You have to suffer international media. CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox, BBC. No, I can't cover. Channel Sudan. COVID-19. This is police. When you go for 50. It's your first confess. To my baby. For YouTube. No question will Loud Silence Media. We're in live. Ghana. I am in Odia. I am Jesse Watson.
All right, welcome back to the show. I hope I have my guests on the line again. Hello. Let's see.
Hey,
Yes, Mr. Listowell.
Yeah, cover.
Great. Let's take it from there. I hope you heard my question though.
Yeah, I did.
Let's do this. Yeah, Mummy and Dinko. So, Elikem, we are here. The show has started. Let's yes. Mr. Listowell, Dinko.
Yeah.
Yeah, Otanfu Nyame.
David.
What I said, you see, my first remark is to let the world know that Akufo-Addo has not come because he wants to do anything better in this country. He has not come because there is any policy or any good thing or desire to want to help Ghana, grow. He has come purposely for himself, his family, and friends. That is the only thing that propelled him to come to power. In fact, in 2005, he went and met the family to help him become the flag bearer in 2007. And the family, at some point, got divided along the line because some of them felt, why be MP for 12 years? You was on fast as MP. Family members, baby, Akosha. I had to say, what should that form of cabal around you to want to make, those few people, big in society, and those few people, and he's still working with them. They are just about a handful of, family members. And Akufo-Addo family members, they are divided along party lines and the factions in the MPP. Some of them are supporting Alan Chematin, my former boss. I don't know if I should call him a former boss. Yeah, he's my former boss. I was an aide and a lawyer one at that.
But you mean, sir, the over 55 family members and another are appointed a government musisia from, and so 55 a minus Bumpty and in Gabi.
Yeah.
The Omutu count 57.
No, it's about 62. You did the calculations wrongly.
Sir.
Only you said there's somebody that you didn't add. Akoto free ni papa and your chami akoto.
Okay.
Maybe mope pictures. I met you the achiremo.
Yeah. The Greek minister.
Yeah.
Or no ne papa and your chami akoto. But ne mami Akufo-Addo no cousin.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so but I'm curious because that means say upon all the close to 65 and 62, 62 family members are appointing from just a particular side.
Yeah.
Benefit
Yeah.
in this government.
Yeah.
GCB,
Yeah.
over 220 billion.
CCA, there are family members are almost coach be a who almost said the SB. Yeah.
Yeah, say
like people
videos,
don't want to see them. People don't want to see them. Like they and when they see them, like they
So in a nutshell, no, Charlie Kevin, this is just to tell or confirm that Martin Amidu could not be wrong on what he has put there in the reasons for his resignation in that report.
Yeah, that's a fact. Martin said you town in America. There are a lot of things he has done wrong that I was he a him.
Yeah.
As a people.
Yes.
But Martin is not somebody who lies. Sometimes he would lie because I was say, the protected baby.
Yeah.
In the interest of the state. Yeah. Sometimes he would lie.
But during his vetting, when he was questioned about his allegations against His Excellency John Mahama, I was shocked and surprised that a learned lawyer of his caliber said that everything he was saying was just based on hearsays.
Yes.
And that alone tells you he was on a certain mission at a point in time.
Yes.
But unfortunately, even as we made him a special prosecutor, he tried it, but it couldn't work because you see, it is one thing saying Obi a corrupt.
Yeah.
But it's another thing proving say Nipani a corrupt. You see, in the case of John Mahama and all that, he was just saying things because he was hearing those things.
Yeah.
But in this case, on why you involved, on what assessment, and who say, look, this is what is happening. Yeah, the documents crowd on say this is from the finance minister, infuse it, and I said, and he released the report to the president 2 weeks later. Report number. One thing I'm happy he did was that one I'll commend him is that why had they passed all the report number out? Because maybe from what he said in his own statement, the only protection he had, which was Jerry Rawlings, was removed. Until I'm sure, if he had not come out to do these things, I would not be surprised. Maybe Martin Amidu would have lost his life. We wouldn't know what happened because Nsembia and Babo Ntikrapo Mayente.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know what Akufo-Addo is capable of doing.
So
what he's capable of doing. But
so in all this, in all this, do you think, sir? Because we have seen what Martin wrote in his resignation letter. Then our patch room say a Japan Akufo-Addo personally tried to stop him. He actually didn't mince words or Kaninya direct. But let's look at it from the political point, especially going into election 2020. Do you think, sir, from what has happened, Special Prosecutor Akufo-Addo yin say ombeboa to fight corruption and that he will be independent to work? Now that same Special Prosecutor has turned around to tell us Ghanaians, say, on to me nye jumano. If we say penyina oyina na or man penyina oyina no or trene dia onye or katakron so, do you think as a Ghanaian, maybe you say people Ghana there, Mr. Listo unim, people are stuck to their political ideologies. Listo obi or ha or your MPP ni or your MPP ni. Or they say can turn them or MPP ni. But let's stand in the middle and ask, how detrimental, how bad is this for MPP and Akufo-Addo himself? What carrying on through his political career, say he is the creme de la creme when it comes to somebody who is not corruptible or not corrupt or incorruptible. I think that's the right word in his political life. What does this do to Akufo-Addo himself personally, as the president, as a politician? Then we look at how this resignation does to MPP as a party in government.
I was say, that word that came from Akufo-Addo, no, it's like o KGT na o kobokro no tutu bottom near o KGT. Or no etu bottom no na o pai ewiu. It is never true. Akufo-Addo can never have that place in the history of this country. Say he's incorruptible. In fact, if you are looking for the meaning of corruption, he is the epitome. He is the only one that can give you the best of explanation as far as corruption is concerned in this world. In fact, he has graduated from being corrupt to being a thief. Look, there's nobody in this world, say, or a flag bearer, where we are party star, apart from Akufo-Addo. You have no example in this world. There is none. Apart from Akufo-Addo, we are party ska. You party, sika. Every MPs ho, any aspirants ho. Na this kind of overdraft. Na sikano, I was here to party coffee simu. Na afoko ne kwabne Japan no nyina ya adwen say no I was say your my party no constituency be 10,000 cedis out of this whole money yetimi enya. Then this man, together with the brother Kenuforiata, any your friend is Abankwa Yeboa, any McManu, etime wi sikana koto Eco Bank account to be at disikano. In fact, on you need to report no, I think you have a copy. That report explained how Akufo-Addo spent the money by taking about $100,000 pounds to UK, so they acquire fundraising. Or about no 52,000 pounds, and also pledges. No, beyond describing him as a thief. No, beyond describing him as a thief, I don't know any better word to use. It is thievery. Yeah. So it is only when someone wants to steal you, like the KJT Crown for, that he will explain to you, say, oh, I'm incorruptible. And then had anyone said he was corrupt? Okay, someone to try and say, yes, Abu and whole time, or he say Abu and whole time, and the best option, or Janka baby. Ono ara ne ho ayatantantan n'ani huhuhu ne tipa se twa janka se me ohene so hwe a me na person ka se me so ne ndia ene me nsoa
enti asawa kan sisia no I atwema asma adwuna gosi bibi so Ekufuado oye the campaign and say o say munji mindi but obia so nka say onji wundi asma okay na mama adwuna gosi say
yeah there's on one himself what credibility issues.
Yeah, he has credibility. Oh, and you see also Kojina sorry them no or say oye otrofo no kwafo tio asante kasem ye kase obi ye otrofo no kwafo a na che say odi ntro a emu eda ho plain say we otrofo. What you say? Obi anka say we otrofo obedwam. Ye anum bi and ye communicate to the world say you are a liar and a pathological one at that. Like ye dia nwene the day Ekufuado beka no kre no that day Yakupon beji ne kre free himself because it will be the first time in his history. Kevin, there are 3 things Ekufuado cannot campaign on.
Okay.
The first one is borrowing. Look at how he made Mahama look in the eyes of the world. Say he was doing borrowing recklessly. Look, and then the ko borrow sika, sika no, ya edi Ghana for din borrow no, na aka Europe, will be account mu.
In Rufie.
Europe, blacklisted Ghana. In Rufie, apart from being a thief, Sebi Prediasa, Taunya Kromfoa, can you do this? In the name of Ghana, Sikana Akotobi account mu amene EU. The whole European Union, they blacklisted Ghana. To the extent, say, Belgium for credit, your account, almost see, almost me, my fast account because thievery is going on. I'm not for yes, fast account to him.
Serious.
And him go say about Ghana. This is Obiba, no, replenish the image.
Yeah.
The number 2 thing that Ekufuado cannot campaign with no catch was mine as anti say Ora Mahama or yeah dear be a friend, family and friends. In fact, at that time no na yente sa assume no in our politics that.
Yeah.
It was the first time I made say you say will be a dear friend, family and friends. Now or explaining ya ko ball Lordina din say Mami Lordina and a teacher contract. In fact, per Kubakos analysis, wakopa ho chow because on we who say asma kan nenya no kre. E wo kukwem say Lordina fancha no. Ya Mami Lordina fancha no. Meanwhile, now what the akwa to amount for 3 more abontin say Lordina and a teacher contract.
Sadia no muye no. Obi the second de Japan. Sadia no muye no Ghana. Beka some to ni paswa. No ma fechiri. No ma ko pacho. Bana asem na to ni patri mwe. No ma say nipa. That is the problem I have with some politicians and some journalists in Ghana.
Exactly. Now, you see, say omo sa na nka nipa na o kan sa asem ne fa ne ho no. Ono so ba abontin a nka beboa. Enuntina, you see, I have had a problem with me papa, Madam Fu, me nua penny, bibi bia John Hammer. John Hammer, de bia osi jaiman nka o. Ya me mre ni mrepa. Se politics ya sofudi anka ora Hammer bia anka ye archbishop. Politics enya sofudi. I have issues with nipa metani omonante. Omanpeni kufo jaiman nka nti amafo gu nanimu ase kansan fa ne ho ama it got to a point a senye ya no bia and come on penny for na mo a Quebec so ekronfo.
Yeah.
Sana ala Martin so omo ye ni sa. Ena I don't know, ebi anyakopon direct me ko nipa omo too meek and sometimes docile in chain. Ura Mahama so sa na otie. Me don pa but me pet gentility when it comes to say you go anymore. Oh. People can't send from who no cry, making sure say obe set the record straight. Anya sa ekoto obi tiri mu a wafa. Say kenya me amam Ekufuado ama enka Mahama ni din say oye corrupt no enka aka.
Yeah.
Say na okronfo tetwi amoa Yeah, Oya Crawford Penny as per CEDU's analysis when we were going for the 2007 election to elect the flag bearer of the MPP, no. Okay, say Crawford do so Crawford Penny. And truly, true to his words, yeah, you Crawford Penny pa Crawford mu King Kong.
Crawford tell it, Genchem.
Gangan to Crawford, to borrow the word of Martin Amido. Oh, so on that issue, nepotism no ultimately campaign BM and can same BM. Now, the best issue I could for ultimately find politics, I was gonna have BM corruption. Corruption. Idea. A ma ura ekufuado. Akwenya say. So what you jina Ghana for you any say we your change anka wo enye time there. Now you corrupt, we incorruptible there. You beto abama. Na ya pam Mahama American because Mahama per your analysis no or yeah Juma but he is inflating cost of the projects to make money.
Yeah.
Nemo mo de bra. Nebe ya dia ehun betie. Kevin, my main concern show. Ghanaians will know this perhaps after Akufo-Addo has left power. There is no thief in this world that utimi bokro no a nyansanim to say Akufo-Addo. Hwe obi aba president or the 56 billion. Projects are here Ghana hanum no ani nyina atua obi ehu. How on earth can Akufo-Addo tell us say about this 157.8 billion as at June this year? But Ghanaians don't know what he has wasted the money to. How on earth? Ghana ye car ne abo till after before say Mahama be free akunya so no. 122 billion. 122 billion no. That they about 59 years and a boss haka no. Akufo-Addo ba no. Ono kwa babaje bisian kwa 157.8 billion as at June. COVID scanning kan COVID scanner and kan sika ahodo aya bosian ahodo aya bobo after June nyina kan ho. Yeah, the beka ho dia is running into about 170 billion.
Yeah.
But Akufo-Addo has nothing to point to. Say, ebi a sika no me dia yi kwan. Sika no me dia ye ebi a
Data, but I ensure, but I say, yeah.
Me dia ye we. Ye ka infrastructure wo Ghana ha. Obo infrastructure na obo Ghana, Mohammed ne be pie wo gogo. Because why ya dia sabi ebi sida. E wom say Rollins. Eye enyuma pi. Yeah.
It comes to light.
Yeah.
Try it.
Or ye projects akese en akwan bi a Rollins ye no. Se nye ono a na sabi o okodi sankofo ye chi. Ena sabi osenko focuso na nka projecting the image. Look, Rollins is somebody that Ghana any kwan say you're forgetting it that because se me kai akwan awodo a oyi ye enye Rollins anka ehun sabi asphalt ewo asantimamu da but eneno baby ode ne ho kobo ye ne na yonko a okofa ye kire me wonku na me nche wusuban ti no Rollins legacy ni bebre yira me bompa ye say me nuanu ndc fo on bet try ama nipa hu nipa na Rollins eye even though some of us disagreed on ideological lines and you know partisan lines and things Rollins why ye bia somne man why ya de so you Rollins free wa akofo ne busi a wobo ye nyina Ghana fo hu mfaso at some point kofo nyuma na oye no na it was amazing say obe sorry anopa no at least obe hu say bibi ikoso wo mpotem Professor Milson so be di na de oye adwuma ma at some point utumu say papa no na ho odin a opeso odi adwuma no sebi ene na ho keka no he wasn't he's human. He's human. Yeah, he was human. Nyame emfa ne kransie. Ena ojama ni nua kuma Owura Mahama. Hwe me se Owura Mahama. Ye ka akwan, ye ka nsuo, ye ka hospital. Sabi, made me chrome na mfato ho. So we dress santima mu pa na obehu say yes 38 military hospital. Ya ebesa nipa yare. Yes Bekwai hospital. Yes Famina hospital. Asupiti akesi. And all these were projects Ura Mahama committed money to doing. And then yenya aban. Senke Kufuor ama anka yebeka se onko jifuo bi ba. Ke Nyankopon di ni papa bi ba. Enene. Nyama na amba. Nyankopon ma ne kwan ma ne ba ye na Ghana fo hu se between the two devils one is an angel. Yes, Mahama ye kronfo. Yes. I will never stand anywhere to say Mahama aban mu hwe yankoso. But I define him as a pelfa. Obia owia enuaman kitenkete. But Kufuor is an armed robber. Yeah, he's perpetrating armed robbery. Broad daylight armed robbery. With impunity. Together with his family and friends, they are stealing. Oh. Ora Matiamidu. Time on the Professor Mills, he came out to do Enyamon Hubi. At that time, I loved him because when Nyam Mills, I didn't support President Mills until just few, perhaps months before his death. Because I was on air when a man who was his friend or his brother, the late Sidako, I was on Asempa when he made his driver come to pick me to his house because it was his first time listening to radio, and I had made a comment that he was so much in love with. Say, did Professor Mills attempt? And I made a comment, say, so also Professor Mills are born or you clueless and visionless and everything there. He was your teacher, and so you are also clueless because he wouldn't teach you what he doesn't know.
Yeah.
What he knows best is being clueless, and so you are also clueless. And that comment made the man, the late Sidako, admire me, and he allowed his driver to come and pick me home. I asked a friend Henry, who at that time knew him so well, and he allowed me entry to his side. And that was the beginning of my love for Mills, because at that time, Sebi MPP the Nimani MPP, but Sebi Yenum Bino Nyamia Yadma ma Yehunyansa. Say the fact that you are an MPP doesn't mean says will be a cronfor no or say party no or say or mine. Who say party amayuku and your friend will chimu.
Yeah.
But no. How do you see, sir, right now, the MPP itself? What is the extent of damage Nanado is doing to the party and the future of MPP? With reference to sir and the corrupt practices here. Akwai se nebusia for hijack party no my party for so din 1 year din also nya kakrendi nti say o ye din na praise him, keep praising him so that you can also get some little drop. And see, what is the MPP itself doing? Looking on for Nanado to destroy the party after probably, because after losing this election, his relevance in the party will completely wane down. Gabi Ochodako have now become kingpins within the party.
You see, Akufo-Addo, every year the presidency, MPP will have to maybe do a rebranding. Well, good party, no. Look, what's a party, no. And the party will have to suffer the consequences of Akufo-Addo's action into a foreseeable future. And then, so your MPP ni now you so baby flag bearer after Akufo-Addo. What tag Kesia pie never told so so your crown for.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, because they say no, acquire armed robbery gang. Yeah. Obia all properly Akufo-Addo to Abia with that 4 more thing and all that, no. They are doing that because they have to do it to at least come and
save themselves in the future.
Save themselves.
Yeah.
For because Anyasa, what they think is party na good.
That's the same thing Omri Alan Chermantin was forced to take a position. Yeah. Because Alan, in his wisdom, he was thinking, say, if he declines an appointment from Akufo-Addo's regime, later, no, people in the party will use it against him if he's looking at the bigger picture or the bigger office. Until he had no option. But through that, you know, or they are sending resume in the crowd more.
I say you're clipping on. No, his hands are his.
It hurts me. It hurts me. Say, my former boss has put himself to that whole mess. But you see, so many alana and can resign and can be my campaign because it will be the only way. Yes, it will be the only way that his name. Yes. Because if you are part of thieves, you are a thief. I don't mean worse when it comes to Ghana. The fact that you are my uncle, my friend, my brother, my whatever, my father, and yes, say Ghana. Hey, Sebi, MPP, and Ghana anyone can MPP wo. Say Ghana anyone, and any party be a friend MPP, and NDC, and CPP, and KOKOQ, and Ghana anyone, and Kayen Yinano, Kebia ye Burkina base, and I be a Israelis, and Kebia ye Bomai Bimu. But Ghana and then your party a friend of MPP. Now, political party, we say Amayokuo. A didn't in Amayokuo, 1 year on my home, or drink a bushia, any a young con.
Tadaneku Ebusia Ku.
Acquire Bushia, acquire a young cuckoo. Enna, Sebio, Yaji or Maya can't so. Enna, we are doing things that are irregular and are denting the image of progress of this country and everything.
I like him.
To the extent that
finish. Listen, finish your words. Finish your words.
Okay. To the extent that Yakofa Matiami Duaba say Ome special prosecutor. A lot of people don't understand why Matiamidu kept that long in that office. A lot of people don't understand why Matiamidu has done what he has done. And they are not researching to understand why Matiamidu did what he has done. But I took time, especially after I wrote to him on the PDS thing, and now Wagadugu, over Kaya, he wrote a long letter. And that letter explained to me what office Matiamidu is occupying. And I call that office a Trojan horse, because it's a white elephant. But Matiamidu wanted to be there so that he's able to expose Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo catch Ghana for say, look, I'm creating an office from the Attorney General's office so that that office will be in charge of corruption. Now, do you know that Matiamidu's office could not investigate all corruption-related offenses? And he could not prosecute all corruption-related offenses. So it meant that the president himself knew that he was going to be corrupt and he was going to be in the thievery galore. So ocean appointments are so when him nipa your friend or Safumafo.
Yow.
Look, say you can't crawl for our president Kufuor. In fact, we are
grandmaster or a grandmaster. A man a ring or shall ring born and say a friend a grandmaster.
Yeah, or you crawl for. In fact, any question again and be a huna or chiano because I was saying by now what pro jail. I mean, I could see
long time.
Well, I'm robber. And I did Bema Ghana for a career, the Macmillan dealer. Or J books. Yeah, not for sale. If I brought for her, I catch a president for say, who could only board any president for your analysis. I could triaka. President Kufuor paid it from the coffers of this country.
Yeah.
President Kufuor later realized that it was not for sale.
Yes,
I know President Kufuor Pamono. Or Pamono on the your friend saying cement paper. And or signed the man say Kofi, may you ready. President Akufo-Addo appointed him as senior minister. How can you appoint such a person who is a thief as a senior minister? It means there is only one thing that will be at play. John 10:10.
Because your whole party itself accepted President Kufuor's decision to sack Osafo. And if the whole party accepted and endorsed President Kufuor's decision to sack him,
yes,
that means that they realized that he did some great damage.
Yes, to the party. President Kufuor kept it to himself because ASA and Kapati and Mbegwasi at that time. But now, Akufo-Addo appointed him. Kwahwe ABAJ, the record at water company, Ghana Water Company.
Yeah.
This is somebody who had signed a procurement for water company into about 100 years. President Kufuor who hwehwe ni semu President Kufuor pamono te sa akoko. But Akufo-Addo, except you are corrupt, he will never appoint you as either minister or CEO or anything because he is in to steal. He wants the best.
Yes, appointing as a PPA. Former. Oh, okay.
He was a procurement manager at Ghana Water Company.
And you see, it also go to re-cement what Omamo mo A+ kind know. So if you are not a thief, Akufo-Addo will not appoint.
That is true.
Yeah. But let's look at this. Let's look at this.
Yeah.
Eleke, you can take it from there about the political implications for the NPP going into election 2020. Yeah, come at Namidu's resignation way.
Yeah.
What that he stated in the letter. You bet to letter Nabasa, but for now we all have an idea. Martin Amidu made it clear, said the president actually was even forcing him what to say. Ejapa audited him. The president interfered in his work.
Yeah.
Technically, that is what he's trying to say. That the president is the most corrupt person. I remember in Martin Amidu's version, no, I can say he cannot live in what's the word?
He cannot live with criminals.
He cannot live with criminals. Now, you taking it from there to Listo or no?
Yes, corruption entrepreneurs.
Yes, you taking that question from there to Listo or let's look at the political implication going to election 2020. What do you see?
You know, the NPP can turn a blind eye, and I said they can pretend to say what I'm trying to say.
So if you have any idea, any question, you can pose it to Listo.
Looking at this yourself, Listo, you see, there has been a lot of scandals that has hit this government. Right from day one, almost set it off. No, the number one scandal was when the president stole speeches belonging to other people, other world leaders. Then we heard of the cash for seats and all of that. And you know, most of these scandals started emanating from their own camp. A+ Kennedy Japan and all of that. Then Kelny GVG, Drew Baby, we got to the Oslo Chancery, a whole lot of scandals. Now, the PDS is another major one because up to now, 15 billion cities. Innovation, what have you, Ejapa, and Ejapa has also been a strong one. Sisia, I say, aka 3 minutes to full time now football game.
3 minutes, so Jack, warm up.
3 minutes to Now, Martin Amidu has just given his last straw, and this thing, from where you sit, how do you see it for the NPP? Because what I can say is that look, it is not a good news for the NPP. It is not a good news for Nanado. It is not a good news for his party. It is not good news for anybody who loves the NPP.
And going into election 2020, how is going to affect their
Kevin, we remember. You see, NPP has a strategy at all times. The party has believed in PR.
Very, very good point. And the PR, the media helped them do it.
They have started. You see, the letter that government wrote, Kofi Asante signed.
Yeah, we did too.
Kofi Asante be there too.
Yeah.
Look, when him say Kofi Asante be there too, ne pamon akwa we so on call leave. The friend is saying Dom level.
Yeah.
Now, do you know why he sacked him? He sacked him because on say COVID-19 sikano. On only osafuma for pen procurement. It is sikani nyina wo mu botom sisi se yekotom se yekoto bibia Kofi Asante na spending officers oni Kofi
but alpha be due to so alpha be due to so na kofo enhu se ono na kana
Asante be due to
yeah
Bedi etuno de capital kunya na ochehene boma no.
The better home. Kofi Asante.
Senior or a Prempe college boy.
Yeah.
And he's called Kofi Asante. The papa should Kofi Asante no the certificate call your friend is in school no. Into Onko invested that, but he's a lawyer. Onko invested.
In fact, as small can't see Mami really had been show. I'm talking to one of my contacts and listen one more so. And then he actually called Templeton right now. Maybe Kufuado say or call the law school. No, he was called to the bar in England, Middle Temple in 1971 and in January, Ghana in 1975. In fact, when my contact called them, they said he's registered as a member, but he didn't work for them. We will come to that issue, Patrick. Also, there are a lot of fake lawyers in our system right now.
So you see, these are a gang of people. They are overhyped. They are not what people think they are.
Yeah.
Oh, say, Ken Ofreata or Kotna appointment committee, or say, where we are school now, I'm a certificate now, they are cutting you know. And a school, they call it or back, say, I feel a master's degree, you know, brand never master's degree certificate. These are liars.
Well, Ken Ofreata A-level results, he failed at Chimota. I will display it for you people to see. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of them. You see, and these are people that they try to make themselves relevant in society.
Yeah.
Like Gabi or an ex-convict. Obianim.
Yeah.
An ex-convict. Won't me a lawyer. What's my
Straight
say?
up. Yeah.
Now, back to the issues now. These are criminals or more gang up against Ghana. And they only saw MPP as a party. I hate to say, it is a white shirt that you have to wear when you are a Piccadilly thief.
Yeah.
Because there was a DBA president for a Buama party image in a crossroad. And you have to mask your faces with that image.
Yeah.
Say, oh, Anangoma, yeah. And members of the party, they don't know the history of Akufo-Addo and they try to believe, say, oh, we're a party back. Even when party or say no crown, people feel say, oh, or ye. But in Sri Lanka, I say people are now believing what some of us started preaching. Look, gone are the days and could be betting me JD say Akufo-Addo bet me he will go scot-free with corruption and anything, especially because the Matiami Duaye was Sanya and Odiego Mugarim. And Akufo-Addo can never run away from it.
No, it's stuck. He has stuck.
Look, Matiamidu has disgraced him. He has denigrated his image. And I'm sure internationally, look, Akufo-Addo will come baby and once na be dinechi.
But me no, seriously, Kevin. I can't wait for the next moment I will listen or watch the president speak publicly.
Yeah,
I want to know what he wants.
What he wants. Yes, it's that's very good.
Because everybody will be watching him and be like, oh, and it will be a lot of, come on, look at him, the corrupt one, the very corruptible one.
Yeah.
And this is someone in his very late age, almost 80, still so corrupt and embarked on such thievery to this extent. I can't wait to see his next public engagement.
You see, Akufo-Addo has been disgraced by Matiamidu.
Yeah, big time, pa.
Yes, to the extent that, look, they know Osun Papa, but they are trying to manage the situation because MPP has done that for years. It's my party, and we have done a lot of things.
Oh yeah, we know how to handle these things.
Telling secrets in public because they are meant for secrets.
Yeah.
But look, we have done it for years. We have known how Rollins, you catch Ghana for say Rollins or your mommy water. People believed it.
Now that time, Mama got my phone school. I remember na papa be in the Blankley Sports Stadium. That time for GSS. Or boy say, you pay trade you know, it was photoshopped. And the Rollins free so be move back. And Mama water be did it. Hey Jack, I'm on for you boys and you were Ghana pow. Yeah.
And people believed it.
Yeah, it's true.
Assemble young come for Rollins. Assemble na young kasa ye PLS ko for young come for the amount for anyedi. Share utu for the young come for them.
Yeah.
You see, NPP is good at that. That is why Rollins' message in Cape Coast during the 2016 election, Moya campaign, I found that very very much interesting it was a pivot. It was the crux of all the campaign. Say, don't mimic them. Now, some MDC communicators mimicked us, and they couldn't play the game as we have played it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the attention was drawn to say, oh, they want to also appear intellectual. But look, say intellectuals or more Ghana ha, the party by party, just a bit difficult. Say MPP will have people in the NDC to match,
especially currently. Yeah.
We don't have anybody in MPP like Chachu. We don't have anybody in the MPP like Osiboche. We don't have anybody in the MPP
like we don't. There's nothing. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, Esala or Esala.
I was like,
your friend, Ura Muhammad Yinu.
Yeah, solid across board.
Masters 8. There's none in the MPP like that. Oba Ubemo. There's none like that. President Kroni master's degree back okra. These are you have covered professor and so that some presidential candidate. NDC akofa professor. Yeah, I mean, these are things that NDC for no omuntimi entauto. But yeah no sebiu akamfo santifo me suku kakra mako emi de dwe pa o.
Mentwuma okra. You better imagine somehow say Calvin Klein.
So communication, yes. What I say, communication. Yeah, they are MPP.
You have mastered it. You have mastered it. Yeah.
And they are able to communicate for people to believe. Say, idea way no cry, na say no cry. Even though it will be the contrary view. And until you say Omasha say to want to paint Matiamidu some colors that will not fit.
Yeah,
his picture. Now, Matiamidu asema wakano. There is nowhere in this world that obi betimi defend it to the extent say Matiamidu nye ni papa. Onye ni papa nka una abe pam no. But ono na wa resign. Let's just onye ni papa. You wanted to use him to play the puppetry. And you, the puppeteer, you wanted Matiamidu to be a puppet. Puppet. For you to play me in that game of puppetry, And we're good president anymore, say we're good party anymore, say. And it's a many party now. Ebia, and remember silence. I hear Juma
for some time, and I make a status show. No, let's leave it for some time.
Yes, I did we on my look. Yankupon ena oni ekufa do oko. Enya Ghana fo. Yankupon is sitting in heaven and playing the game for Ghanaians. Say, Ghana for we are innocent. You don't deserve this character of a president. One in the family and friends. Say we timiako pam dom level akofie. O say one call leave. Obi o call leave ye kobune punani. This how ye kronfo, ye amroba, ye kronfo, ye jolo. And abesa. And the president has superintended over some of these things. I'm a Kofi Asante no more ye. Kofi Asante is happy because so he say special prosecutor won't be investigating him. That is what he is thinking. But he's living in a fool's paradise. Matiami Dukrata or Trokoma president, the details in summary, is to tell that Ore Akufo-Addo is perpetrating armed robbery. And so, like the armed robbers will do, gang leader, or gagel, say on kasa, intino, say a pussy for abba, ye betchime dear, and ye metata nipa or reporting pussy for him, say, me armed robber no. Now nipa no, ono so some pese obetata nti say wakwa kogina baabi. Me pese Ghana fo nyina nta Matiami do achi. Obi a Matiami do aye oboni bia fache no. Na yanwe o man no at least for once. Because Matiami do letter ni mu no. Why explicitly clear. So obeka ya PDS letter no na or expose you president say to me or the man no.
A week cry, yeah.
Yes, enya dia obetime investigate bia. Now, Matiami do amaye who say president, what's how this year Ghana for? Say okofa special prosecutor aba no. Say na just was hunu. Enya dia sebio we can hold on to. Enya dia papa, it's just like a cotton wool and then him. Now, Matiamidu has told us who the president is in the letter. Say, or a corruption entrepreneur. Nanya Matiamidu a enkasa career way coming who be da e will be asi we mu. So, president is a corruption entrepreneur, and he's perpetuating corruption all through his governance. Matiamidu krata no so amaye hu say okoba nyina no. I say ne fa hu dia was for the adwuma ni independence no. Ebi ni ho. Enti no time a otro sa ejapa deal yi hu krata no. Sa paragraph no kra no utimi say nya Matiamidu na gishe mu.
Yeah.
President.
I'll not be surprised. Yeah.
Yes. And look, Martin will come out. The Martin I know, no. In fact, he has the support of many. Some of us, we are ready to want to help him if Sebastian type of cry, type of because he has a lot to share. And one year area campaign, and many MPP ni bia sebi we organize how ye bia. Ekufado discover also koye campaign faculty finedi because the president has lost the election.
Elegam, we're going to let Listowell. We've done a lot of talking today. Your final question to Listowell. I'll put my final question. Let's do this within 5 minutes, and then we allow Listowell to leave. He has some business to go take care of.
Yeah. I just want to even read this for him to take his comments.
Yeah,
this is from Martin Amidu. The events of 12 November 2020 removed the only protection I had from the threats and plans directed at me for undertaking the Ijapa Royalties Limited Transactions Anti-Corruption Assessment Report and dictate that I resign as the special prosecutor immediately. The event of 12 November 2020. He's specifically referring to the death of the former president. That means that he had so much, he felt he was even safe because he may have been informing former president about the level of corruption under this government. And so when he suddenly heard that a week or two after he told former president all this, former president was dead, then he himself was very scared. What it makes me wonder could the MPP have tried to even kill Martin Amidu if he had not come out himself to publicly issue or release the report before, because he gave it to the president 2 weeks and the president was not doing anything about it. What were they planning? And did Martin Amidu outsmart Nana Addo and his government by quickly coming to the public to issue to make the report public?
Let me be very blunt here. I know Akufo-Addo has a lot of blood on his hand. As regards even our former Upper East Regional Chairman, Adams Mahama.
Yes.
And so, you know, yes, I am very confident that, look, that man who has been put to that trouble, Gregory is innocent. I am very much sure. He has pleaded innocent in court. And so I'm sure of him. And I know what Greg can do. And if Greg wanted to do anything bad, I mean, he wouldn't use that asset. And I know a lot of people who perhaps he has done a lot. He has used Kennedy Japan and his cronies and friends to do a lot against certain people. But I believe that, you see, Martin Amidu could have been killed or anything. He could have been murdered or something.
Yeah.
If he had not come out. Now,
and the matter will just die.
Yes, and the matter will die. Yes, because he has done a lot. Yes. Look, Matiamidu has got a lot of files to put in the public domain.
Wow.
And so they know.
And I have half of them.
Yes, I'm sure. I know how you work. So yeah. So you see, like Dom Levo, if Dom Levo had not left the office, they would have killed him. They know what they do. Look, I'm reminding Ghanaians of something. Who can I say, read the nomination exercise now?
Yeah.
A lot of things happened. So that time, Akufo-Addo campaign, Bawumia had to be put there, even when he wasn't a party member. Bawumia's card was made in 2008. So you remember the kind of things Baumia had to contribute to Akufo-Addo's, a bid to want to be a president.
I remember very well.
Was
Yeah.
after the redenomination, and people that became obstacles in the way, suffered a lot of consequences. Some of them died. Others who didn't die, they are still in their wheelchairs. Others will have to sometime in future come out to tell the stories. I've met a couple of them. And so I know what Akufo-Addo is capable of doing, but that makes me that brave man that I am.
Yeah.
Look, the best way to approach some of these people is to always come on air and be blunt as you can.
That's the best.
At that time, everyone knows that you are the one chasing after him, and so he's chasing after you will be exposed.
Yeah.
And so I know what Martin Amidu is planning. Perhaps he uses the strategy I use. I know he will come out.
Oh, I believe so.
If he had not come out now, I'm sure he would have followed the ex-president.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
He's coming out today, a boy Ghana for
Yeah.
Again, Ura Rollins no. Ura Mahama, Namiya na dum no unya kunya onhwehwem.
Yeah.
Onhwehwem pa. Because the shock I have had in my life, I can home. Say, he is not somebody that you can say, wakot da na won ho do no na wan sorry. Rollins is very active, Sebi.
Yeah.
But a coin of fast any the events, I'm praying, say Martin maybe he's privy to some information. He will come out on that subject because a pursue persons literature mu the case pursue persons asem waka ekonkon ho dodrodo no de ahye ho dodrodo no Martin Amidu should fail in.
Yeah.
Organize to know.
Okay, Macbeth is also say, you have made it sleep and you will sleep no more.
Ti mesre bio. Say Martin Amidu Ghana for and support no. This is the time I will hear Ghana for nyina mo a. Wakoche kronfo. Wabeka say we ye kronfo. Ejapa deal no. Look, there is none in this world that can surpass Ejapa deal.
No.
Yeah. Say obiani wa ewiasim ha.
Say Adian Akoya say, you see this Nanado and his family government,
yes.
Omwa say they will capture the state.
Yes.
Into the very critical sectors, they have to capture it.
Yes.
Into energy and PDS now. Ekade.
And I'm call you. They are not done. They are still hanging around.
Yes. 2005. Kevin, Okoshia family members no. Or say there is a family in Japan that decides who becomes president in Japan, and they have captured every facet of the economy in Japan. The automobile industry. That is why they are bringing the automobile industry in Ghana, because they want to capture it.
Yes.
The mining industry, the ports and harbor, energy, every sector of the economy, financial services, everything. So if you go to the financial services, you can see they collapse, intentionally collapse business.
All the banks,
insurance.
Kevin, you know the party MPP is a capitalist party.
Oh, straightforward.
Capitalist being a good juma. I just say why doing your juma.
Yeah.
Capitalist being a good juma. Now be creating more.
Matisa, you see, can offer that person when you have $5 billion and send away power now, so that he's
close. He's close. He's close to that.
Yale University will name a school after him. And that is one of his aims, and he has to scatter everybody so that so enterprise data bank.
And I'm sad to announce to you that he has gone beyond the 5 billion.
He's gone beyond it. And American, what's that 5 now? He has more than 5 billion.
A lot of money that they have taken in Ghana, the amount for account to Europe. Yeah, blacklisting. And they wanted to use the Japa to bring the money in. Because a Japan there, tax haven.
Tax haven.
So say Ghana
to clean the money up.
Company. Yeah, could tax company. I was there be company.
There be.
That's kind of any boy could trim. Sikana Ghana for there. It's a tax or your company. What's the big deal about it?
Yeah.
Wow. They call tax saving because
and we were not even making losses at the first place. We were not even making losses.
They would have used those monies to buy shares in the Japan deal, indirectly own the Japan and so they are able to bring the money back to this country. So the Japan was the only way they could bring the monies they have stolen.
Clean it up. They had to clean it up.
No?
Yeah, they wanted to clean it up.
Yeah.
It is the last thing they would have done to get the monies back. And we thank God it has backfired. And we thank Martin who say what be exposed or more big time. So Martin's life is under threat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Whatever happens to Martin, everybody knows it is not only the MPP, but rather Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
But on bet me they share COVID. Martin you see how Martin. We should protect his life and make sure say
Martin and Sons. Martin lives matter.
Yes, Martin. You say Martin and the bapenyi ni me.
Yeah.
Me born who buy papa because he has a lot to share. He wasn't in that office because of salaries. Martin didn't need it. I'm sure he has even sent every dime he took from that office back. That's
I
what
told them,
said.
I told Ghanaians 2019, so Martin is not taking a dime from there. I'm not for the D matter, man. I'm saying,
Exactly.
even I told Ghanaians, say, he doesn't have an appointment letter. And they insulted me. He because any idea too. Because Martin, when they gave him the appointment letter, he saw a few things he didn't like, and he took it back to them. Say, we need the conditions, we know. And Bedia told the dean at them, say, you are not even going to get an appointment letter again.
Yeah.
But somebody not having an appointment letter, how were you paying the person? Because at the end of the day, and we need to ask the accountant general too, because as we speak, you guys are paying money into an account of somebody who does not have an appointment letter. Because an appointment letter should go to the accountant general for him to know, say, officially, this guy is being paid by the government. So this is another story. We will. Thank you very much, Mr. More. There's more. Yeah.
Look up because they watch out. You know, one big event that will be very interesting here. Matiami do. Who said that for pension dom level? I'm looking forward to an interesting interview there. Say they will grant Kevin Penham some person no kasa.
Meaning 71 Bekasa, I know.
The Ghanaians should watch out for that interview, you know, because dom level tiha. They said they met here na Matiami is city baby I'm sure say that day no internet in Bebu.
I tell you, listen, this is not the end of the conversation.
You have a lot to share.
Yeah.
We are going to get you in here. I've told Ghanaians that we need to change the morning show in Ghana, and everybody knows what is happening here. It's totally different from every morning show. This is where we speak truth. We need to try and let Ghanaians almost to say, to know, say, in Semboha, they need to also hear. So this is just the beginning. And I know, sir, you make time for us as time goes on, especially entering into these elections. You know, we need to be talking a lot.
Anytime.
We need to be on this show, boss.
And Ghana, our motherland.
Your input has been crazy, and your input has been very, very perfect. We have been reading messages, and people are like, "Oh, Kevin, this your guest needs to be on the show every day." And I'm saying, "I am Unto Petro, one for Petro's camera." So we definitely, so we'll definitely speak to you again. Obviously, you're going to come back to the show. We're going to talk about Ghana. In fact, if you're listening to us right now, the person you're listening, our guest has been Listowo Nana Kusipoku. Listowo Nana Kusipoku. You will see Nyawo Tamaklo in him. If you look at him critically, there's a little lion of Nyawo Tamaklo in him. Nature no, the characters and traits of Nyawo.
He blessed me with a wisdom heart.
Oh, I know. The man is very smart. Listowo Nana Kusipoku is the executive director, Good Governance Advocacy. You can look him up on Facebook everywhere, and then you can reach him if you have something very important, not anything else, something very important to discuss. Listowo, we really appreciate your time. We really, really appreciate it. And from Loud Silence Media, myself and my co-host, Elekem, we are very grateful for your input tonight, this morning. Thank you, boss.
I'm grateful.
All right, Elekem.
Charlie.
Listo Abel Flo do a lot. It's exactly 12 o'clock. Let's wrap this up in 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, I have some information here I have to put out there. It's coming from you see the military for more special voting. Their list has come out. Now list number out. Now any
military
special voting list. Yes. And so a lot of them are angry and are beginning to even agitate because the list of people and now any list Their names, their names are linked to a particular geographical location of Ghana, either down south there or from the north. And they are asking questions, sir, what is happening? And these are messages I'm even reading. So I think the Ghana Armed Forces, I'll have to reiterate again, say, look, you are there to protect the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, not Nanado, not Gabi, not whoever, just the 1992 Constitution.
Definitely.
And you know, the EC must also come out to now tell us, up to now, 30,000 names from the list, out. They should come out and let the people know. We want that list published, because I cannot go to the polling center on election day only to be told that my name has been deleted from the register.
Yeah, that's not possible.
We want there to be orderliness come December 7th, as the people prepare to use their thumb to overthrow this government. And I think we thank everybody for watching us today. It's been very fantastic, and yeah, sure, sir. As for this, they will have him here.
We're very glad for his input. In fact, I'm very much. I really
he's made some very interesting revelations. I think, in summary, I think it boils down to what he has given, the revelation he has given on Ejapa, why they have sent it to a tax haven, all because monies they are laundering. They want to find a way to push it in there and bring it down here. So you see how criminal they can be.
You deal with
and that is why our bank accounts have to even be closed in Belgium, and Ghana has been blacklisted in EU, and all of this. Fellow Ghanaians, look, it is no joke anymore.
Yeah,
it is no joke. This is Ghana versus Nanado and his family and friends. It is not the NDC and MPP. NDC for out, because the Akufo-Addo is just for his family and his family and friends. So this is Ghana versus Akufo-Addo.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Elikem is my co-host on this show. You just heard him conclude his submission. I know people want to call in today. We are not picking any phone calls. We are trying to live with the white man's time. We said we will close at 12 Ghana time. That is 7 a.m. US time. So we're not picking any more calls. In fact, thank you very much for being part of today's show. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This show is called The War Room. Is the most authoritative morning show in Ghana and across the world. If you watched me this morning, I would like to say thank you very much for being part of today's show. Tonight, I will be live, with all due respect, 8 p.m. Ghana time, 3 p.m. US time. Remember, on Saturday, if you live around the DC area, DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, 1 p.m., Capitol Hill, United States Capitol Hill, and Quebec and Ghana Parliament, we are having the biggest press conference. We just want Ghanaians abroad, our voices to be heard. We need free and fair elections. So remember to meet us at Capitol Hill. In fact, the US, the DC police say we can only have 50 people because of the COVID. So if you want to be part of this, make sure you reach out to us so that we put your name now. First come, first serve. We are not doing who is Akufo-Addo's son and who is Akufo-Addo's cousin here. We are taking care of business. So on Saturday, 1 p.m. US time, meet us at Capitol Hill for the biggest press conference. After that, we will deliver our speech, all our grievance and all our problems. Yes, I can put it that way, to the capital for them to also understand that there is an election coming up in Ghana, and we as Ghanaians need free and fair elections. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This show is it's The War Room, and my co-host was Elikem Kotoko. Our guest today was Listowo Nanakusi Poku. He is the Executive Director, Good Governance Advocacy. Have a wonderful day. It's a morning here. I know it's afternoon in Ghana. Enjoy your night, enjoy your day, enjoy your morning. Have a blessed one.
Ghana, this year, America. Saying Kaiwe, the one challenge, when you did the war, December 7th, you're 12 hours here, Ghana, Nasia Batuya, you're Mosi, why you are seeing us here in Shahaya, what to be so ja, Basabasaya, our Batu Ghana, many agency, concern Ghanaians over diaspora, what's say, one Shaman Ghana and say, concern for say, women day, 21st November, a press conference, what this Capitol Hill 4:15, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, press conference. One my election observer, international community, we are so familiar with that. Ghana, oh yes, when I remember Kaya, the Basabasaya, what we see Ghana, the Mamu Wabani or Tidion, yes, Ghana now warrior. say I may name one bra. Basa able to the job what tree and a grey. The Bison one day. What's your fear? What's her fanny? Back a press conference in what? But we send for a kind of day. I fear about 2 years. When you're free and fair. Free electoral commission hall. Press conference in Baba Monday. 21st November. PM. Forecourt of Capitol Hill. DC. You may see Nanny Washington Calvin and Cortez. All loud silence media. You probably saw Miss Yasmin Solomon Woods. I am research lecturer. Denver, Colorado. Let's get a while for 68 Virginia. Obejina sound the nature bandai. You're Royal Ghana. It's Ghana flagger. First runner black. You have to suffer international media. CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox, BBC. No cover. Channel Sudan. COVID-19. This police. When you go for 50. It's your first confess. Thank you, man, baby. For YouTube. No question will allow silence media. Ghana. I am in no dear.